E-commerce brands run into three main issues, and I'm going to review those today in a pretty simple to understand format. So right here, you got the layout. These are the three large issues that e-commerce brands run into. So number one, they don't generate enough traffic. Number two, they don't convert enough of the traffic that they do generate into buyers. And number three, they don't turn enough of their buyers into repeat customers with a wildly high LTV, which is lifetime value. So the first issue here, we're actually not going to cover. This video is more about these last two problems. But number one, they don't generate enough traffic. So this isn't what I'm going to be covering in this video, but this really comes down to your paid ad strategy. If you're doing like TikTok, UGC, that strategy, your Google SEO, your affiliate marketing, etc., all different traffic sources like this is what goes into generating enough traffic to your store. So I apologize, we're not going through that. We're going through number 2 and 3 and how you can solve these two. So number 2, e-commerce brands don't convert enough of their traffic into buyers. Now, as you can see, this flows down into this issue. Only 2 to 3% on average of the traffic that brands bring to the site buy right away. So that means that their conversion rate on their site is on average about 2 to 3%. Some are lower, some are higher. This means that 97 to 98% of their leads are completely wasted. They're wasting that much of their traffic, and they're just hoping that they buy again through retargeting ads or something like that. They have no capture system. And obviously, this also leads over here to being a first-time buyer, but that will be part of the third issue, which we will cover next. So 97% or more, in most cases, of their traffic is completely wasted, and they paid for it, and now they're not getting them to buy. The solution is to add an opt-in form that converts 7 to 10% of that traffic onto the email list. Now, from here, you're going to have a welcome series that converts 15 to 25% of those opt-ins into first-time buyers. And then even if the welcome series doesn't convert them, a large percentage of the leftovers will convert from your campaigns, your abandonment flows, and whatever else automations you have set up. So to demonstrate this, I want to give you an example. So let's say you're an e-commerce brand and you drive about 1,000 people a day to your store, so 30,000. Your traffic is about 30,000 visitors per month. So that's kind of the example we're going to operate under. So at the top here, let's say you have 30,000 people, and only 3%, which is on the high end of the average, 3% convert right away. That's 900 people. Let's say your average order value is $60. So 900 times 60. That's $54K a month. You made $54,000 that month. That's only counting new customers. You may have repeat buyers as well, but for this example, let's say you had $54,000 in new buyers that month. Now, if you add an opt-in form that can convert 7 to 10%, we'll go on the low end of that. Let's say 8%. It converts 8% of that traffic onto the list. So of the 30,000 people you had on your site, 8% join the list. That's 2,400 people. And now you convert 15 to 25% of those opt-ins into buyers through your welcome flow. Let's go with the middle. Let's say 20%. So of those 2,400 that opted in, 20% of that would be 480. Now 480 times $60, which is your average order value, is an extra $28,800 per month just from the traffic that you're already generating. So keep in mind, that's over half of what you would have generated without this mechanism, which means in new buyers, you just hit a 50% increase from setting up this thing that we set up for our clients in less than a week in most cases. Now, if the welcome series doesn't convert them, you still are going to convert a large percentage of them either soon or way later on in the future through your campaigns and your abandonment flows. So that's even an indirect way of showing how much more value you're going to get from implementing this system. you're going to increase the store value by 50% on a monthly basis. Now, let's move into so the premise of this video is that the email and SMS marketing system that we operate solves a front-end issue, which is converting more of your traffic, and a back-end issue, which is turning those buyers into repeat customers. So now we're going to get into issue number 3, which is that e-commerce brands don't turn enough of their repeat buyers into repeat customers with a wildly high lifetime value. So obviously, this 2 to 3% converted into first-time buyers. Your welcome series converted a good chunk of the leftovers into repeat buyers. And then things like your welcome series, your campaigns, and your abandonment flows are going to convert them into first-time buyers as well. So now we're here. This is the third issue. You have first-time buyers from the traffic you're driving to your site or your landing pages. Now, if no back-end retention system is set up and it's in place, then you have to just hope and pray that they buy through the original traffic sources again. So you're going to hope at this point that they go back here and buy again. But it's not always going to happen, and it's not reliable whatsoever. So the difference we make here, the solution, is to use a first-time buyer series to convert as many of these people as possible into repeat buyers. And from here, convert as many people as possible using a repeat buyer series into VIP buyers. And this might not be a direct thing. It might take a lot more for them to become VIP buyers, but you get the idea that this series primes them to continue buying in the future from your campaigns and your abandonment flows and all that stuff. So VIP buyers now join a VIP buyer series, which just further helps them buy again in the future. And at the end of this, if your campaigns, additionally, your campaigns and your abandonment flows are going to constantly work to move these people further down the funnel and continue increasing their lifetime value if these flows don't work, which they will, but they're not going to convert everyone. So you have your campaigns and your abandonment flows, which also do that job slightly indirectly, but not really. So that's how we solve these two issues, which is that e-commerce brands don't convert enough of their traffic into buyers, and 3, they don't turn enough of their buyers into repeat customers. These are the mechanisms to fix that. Like I explained here, the example we went through, you added 50% growth just by adding one simple mechanism that can be set up in a week. But keep in mind, this needs to be done at a high level. It can't just be set up by anyone, because you need to convert 7 to 10% of the traffic onto your email list, and you need to convert 15 to 25% of that traffic into buyers. And then you need to have good systems over here to convert the leftovers into buyers later on. We are able to hit these numbers almost every single time with every brand we work with. But yeah, that's a good example to walk through. Same over here. If you want full training documents, 100% free, and a newsletter every weekday on more topics like this, I'm going to leave a link in the description of this video where you can get all of our free training resources 100% free. You get instant access. Just hit that link and you can get all of them. You'll have a deliverability one. You'll have a case study, 29 to 192K a month, a lot of stuff like that. Our full flow strategy is in there. So you can go steal all that stuff. And if you want to work with my agency and I on increasing your email and SMS revenue, we will boost your monthly email and SMS sales 30K to 100K a month in just 60 days, or you do not pay. If you're interested in that, I will leave a link to our website and our case studies and all that stuff in the description as well. But yeah, join the newsletter. You're gonna get 5 emails a week on topics just like this, so that you can help your e-commerce brand get better at copywriting, all that type of stuff. Link to that is gonna be in the description. If you have any questions, leave a reply under this video. Peace.